you guys. So I just wanted to come on and to touch on the fact the verdict came down. I guess that was really quick. I guess those jurors said this was, just it probably was a long ride for them hearing all that screaming and hollering and carrying on. Like I said, stuff like that even makes me nervous. Like I don't want to hear all that confusion all the time like that, like the screaming and hollering and cussing and just the vibrations is just low, right? Um, so of course, and I don't think anyone's surprised by this verdict, first of all. So I was a little surprised it was so fast. It was so fast because I thought that the guys were saying that they were going to do closing statements. I guess the jury didn't waste any time after those statements, right? And so I guess they were just tired of the whole process. And I think that when you really look at it, and I meant to say this in the last video, the last live I went put up to inform you guys to go and watch Mob Radio's video, because in the video she covered both sides. She did not just have Tasha K's list. I only played that piece of it because I wanted to make a point about the Dennis Byron guy. But she had both sides. She had Cardi B's list of evidence, and then she had Tasha's as well. Everything that they were introducing during that trial, and it was a lot of text messages and tweets, and that's why she was talking about the emails or DMs or whatever it was from Dennis and Cardi and all of that, because she had to turn that over. And I remember Tasha made a video saying that they were waiting for Cardi to turn those over. And then, of course, Tasha had to turn things over to Cardi as well. And so both, she was saying Cardi's list was really, really, really long. And what is said to me listening to her when she went over Cardi's list, that was beyond just her quote unquote lying on Cardi B. That was it came off very much cyberbullying, and that's probably what she really should have got her for. But she, went for the lying that she was making up. I mean, either way, I guess she was making up things on her. But for her to put out all those videos and then she was all over Twitter and all over Instagram talking about that lady, that's bullying, right? That's an obsession. Um, and I think that she got so obsessed to the point where she just wanted to make money off of the whole situation everywhere she could in her own mind. And that's the only thing I could think. Now I don't know if Tasha K will ever address any of this, because she might not. And if she do, she might only do that over on her website, right? Because this technically we're on somebody else's platform. This is not ours, YouTube, right? And so I'm kind of wondering, curious how YouTube will handle this, if they even have an opinion on any of this. I'm sure they hear all kind of stuff every day. It's all kind of stuff going on YouTube. Trust and believe that Tasha is not the only thing going on YouTube. They don't have no business going on YouTube. And I don't mean that her channel. I mean, her channel is fine. I mean, just the level in which she went on an attack against this lady. That stuff like that should not happen, right? That should not happen. To be honest, Cardi should have been able to contact YouTube and then have that settled. That's what I think. But like I said, she was going to Instagram as well and Twitter, and that was on the list that Mob Radio was going over on her channel. That they had pulled all this stuff that Tasha was doing on all of these other social media platforms, including her Patreon. So I mean, she was really going in on this lady constantly. I don't follow her like that. I do watch her videos when there's certain things that I want to watch, but I'm not on her channel every day, all day, seeing what she's talking about like that. So I didn't know she was even doing that to her. And I just, like I said, I would not have sat through any of that anyway. But yes, I don't think this was a surprise to anyone. I understand there are a lot of YouTubers, like I said, in her sector who don't like her. So this is, they popping bottles, I guess, today. I don't know her. I don't have any personal anything against either one of them. Um, so I'll just leave that alone right there. I don't have anything to celebrate or anything like that. It's none of my business. Um, the other thing that I was going to bring up as well before the whole case just kind of dropped, was the guy Dennis Byron had filed a lawsuit himself against Tasha. I don't know if people are aware of that. He had filed a lawsuit against her, and I don't know what happened with that. And he had a restraining order against Tasha. And so that's what kind of got my head to turn it over the weekend when I was watching some of those videos between, Tasha and this guy go back and forth. He was saying that she put out a story that was a lie about him. Um, and she was saying that he was running around investigating her. And like I told you guys, all of this comes from that R. Kelly situation. I guess she said I read her statement, and she said that he owns the blast, but he says that he doesn't own the blast, that he works for as a freelancer, he works for the blast. I don't know. I'm not going to do any investigations on this man. I can care less if he owned it or if he don't. But I just thought it was odd that he was able to go into the parking lot and wait on Tasha K to come out if he has a restraining order against her. But then I thought about it because the videos that I was watching are from 2019. And so I would imagine that the restraining order maybe expired. And so he didn't go and renew it because he knew this case was coming up and he wanted to be able to do what he was doing, cover it, right? And wait for her in the garage to take pictures of her and ask her and her counsel questions. But it kind of goes to show you can't say you're scared of somebody and then you kind of running up on them like that. That's, it's a little side eye moment for me. But I digress. It's all said and done at this point. But a lot of these people had history with Tasha, and that's kind of why they feel the way they do about her. She has changed her channel quite a bit. And so I don't think that she will repeat that type of cycle. Um, and then, what's her name? The Sweet Pea Diaries. I think that's the name of her channel. She put up a video today because according to TMZ, Tasha owes her 1.25 million, 1 million, and then 2,500 for the medical costs, and then there is more money that she may owe her. They are going to, I guess, take the rest of the week to look into that, and she'll know next week. But also, people have to take into consideration Tasha K may not even have this type of money, right? And so that has to be taken into consideration as well. So I don't know how they're going to work that out. I think the jury also asked for her to take all of those videos down. So all of that stuff that she had, all the screaming and hollering and carrying on about this lady will have to come down. So the videos will come down and she will get the money. And she's probably going to get her legal fees as well. But like I said, I don't know if Tasha is worth that kind of money. And that's what the other YouTuber, Sweet Diary, she was saying, and I do remember this when she had put Storm's salary, she put it up on her screen or what have you, and a lot of people got upset about that because Storm wasn't there, Storm Monroe, and so people went ran. Of course, his follow, the people who follow his channel ran and told him that she had put his, income up, and so she allowed him to put her income up. And it didn't look like she was making that type of money. And that's what Sweet Diary is pointing out from YouTube. However, Tasha also has sponsors. She also has a website, which is new, but I'm sure she's making money there. She also has a Patreon and all of these other social media platforms. She's probably making sponsor money on those platforms as well because she has over X amount of subs. And so I don't know how much money she's making, and I'm not trying to count her pockets, but I don't know that she has $2 million to hand over to someone. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But she's over there saying, Tasha is not making, but it's stuff that people are not considering. I don't know. Like I said, I have no clue what she's making. But she's saying that Tasha is paying for interviews. I know when that Jaguar stuff was going on, they were, saying that they don't pay people for interviews. Um, but I don't know if she's paying people for interviews or not. All of that remains, I don't know if she's paying people. Jaguar came back, of course, and said that that store offered her money after she said he didn't the first time. Then she came back when she was upset with him and said that yeah, he offered her money. And so, and then if you guys remember, she sat down with Tasha K as well. So I don't know if they're paying people for interviews, but we'll see what happens. I think that her channel will continue on. I think that there's still people who have scandals brewing, and they're going to want a platform to come and put whoever on blast. And Tasha's going to be that person that they're going to go run into. But I think that she and her team, at one time she was saying she had 4 women over there. She's probably going to have to cut her staff down if she owes somebody $2 million. But she's going to have to do better at looking into who she's allowing to come on her platform and start telling people's business. I think that's a part of the problem as well. She's definitely going to have to do that footwork and do the research before she put that stuff out like that. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. You have comments on it, and how do you feel about what went on today? Like I said, I just didn't think it would happen as fast, but I would imagine those people are they're probably outdone over all of that, and I don't blame them. Let me know what you guys think about the 2 million, where it could be up to 2 million. I was listening to Brittany Dobson. I think I can trust her because she said that she will not violate her integrity as an attorney. So I feel like I will trust what she has to say. I don't know about the rest of these people, but she was saying it could go upwards of 2 million or more, just based on what they come back with. But people also have to take into consideration she may not be worth that type of money, right? So let me know what you guys think about the story in the comments. Like I said, in a video or so ago, only Tasha knows if this was all worth it for her. Because this was definitely about her making a name for herself. And I hope people get that. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.